the days when we don't see mom in the morning and we don't see daddy at night, and we know we're supposed to have under the bed picnics and swallow our tongues while we sleep, like the two cats we wish for and wish for, until our sandpaper throats could wish no more, and we tightrope toe to the kitchen sink to lap the still water lake into our mouths and organize the first brigade of bottles into a shield for the second that are filled with our apple juice that we have saved for weeks for this day we knew would come again, and we wash the dishes like a summoning as we hum our quiet, careful dirge as to not wake up the tired, dying gods, and we want to paint the fences white, clean again, but they have been pulled from their ground like onions and shells that are supposed to stay on the beach but always are stolen, and we will try to find the fences but only run into walls that look a lot like doors made of bricks and the word no. And we will press our ears to the caves, to the clam hole, and get squirted in the face with a fire that tastes like our first sip of beer in 10 years and the last time we had frogs in our throats, and we flinch and try to run away, but remember the fences that won't leave our heads and feel them prick our skull and move our fingers into the tiny passage, and we try not to panic the way we did when we put our pet caterpillars into the VCR, and with our faces pressed so close to the doors that our freckles will become wood grain and knots in our skin, we hear the gods, and they are praying, and we don't understand why. And why a love being made is always so private and suddenly so sad, and we want to know why our gods are hiding, and we want to know what has frightened our gods in such ways, and what it means for our hands that are still so small and caught on the carpet beneath the door like that thumbtack in my heel one time, and we do not breathe until we hear their throats groveling for something other than a mirage for once, and we hear their feet or their hands break a bottle that will break our vacuum in a week, so we run without thinking of the fences back into our safest places and purr silently into our necks and palms and learn about how different drinking poison sounds from apple juice, and listen to the plates throw themselves from their shelves and smell the windows fog up and the no melt the brick doors down into a quiet, wistful sigh of nothing left to say that makes everything stand still, like us, 5 minutes later in the hallway, and we think it was an earthquake because the pictures are on the floor, but we know it wasn't because there is a light from beneath the translucent nothing side door that lets us see and hear and feel nothing but the don't look at me from behind. And the fences are back and dusted and cleaner than we can bless them. And the weeds are growing in our bellies and pushing from behind our teeth, and we think they want us to speak where we have no idea what to say or do but look out the window, where there is another woman in a tired, constant somersault against the wind, drying her wet face and getting prairie sand in her eyes.
Aha.